Hello, Journey family and friends. It's Pastor John along with Pastor Dustin.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome to Midweek Conversations, last Midweek Conversations of the month of March, right?
Yes, sir.
April
is
this coming
April.
weekend. I know. April's coming up here pretty quick. So
April 1st is April Fool's. I saw somebody on social media post an April Fool gag. If you're in Orlando, you'll get it. The iStore on I-4 is going to have their grand opening on April 1st.
man.
I saw someone post that. I thought that was pretty good.
That is good.
Grand opening.
Hey, I'm a little disappointed there's no milkshakes today.
No milkshakes.
Don't know what happened on
Sorry.
that. I enjoyed that chocolate peanut butter milkshake
That was
that
good.
she provided for us last week,
sir.
Steak and Shake. Hey, we are talking about some things in April coming up here, and namely Easter.
Yeah.
But before we jump into that, we just want to say, hope you're watching us for the Prodigal series. Pastor Dustin did a great job this past Sunday talking about the younger son, and there was a clip that is going to be memorable from this message. You're going to have to watch it as Pastor Dustin goes all in on breaking stuff. So that was really good, made a great point. There was an audible gasp.
There was. I don't think
In
people
both
saw
services.
I don't think they saw that coming.
Yeah, I mean, people went, "Ah!" I was one of them, and I knew what was coming. So it was really good. And just and we had a couple baptisms at Popco campus.
Really cool.
So
really cool.
Really good week. Met a ton of new people this week, which has been a theme over the last several weeks.
Yeah, just a cool response to the message. Had multiple people come to me afterwards just to confess sin, kind of on that idea of whatever we uncover, God covered.
Yeah.
And so they just came and confessed sin. Had one young lady, freshman at Apopka High School, give her life to Christ after the second service. She's going to get baptized this week, and just a lot of cool things of people just one form or another returning home.
Yeah.
Coming home and to the Father, and just a cool weekend. So grateful.
Very good. No,
really grateful.
It was really good. So we'll continue on the Prodigal series this coming Sunday. I'm going to be talking about the Father and really the Father's relationship with both boys. Because as we talk, there are two prodigals. That's why we called it plural, the prodigals. It's a misnomer to call it the prodigal son. There's prodigal sons. And I like to say it, there's one who strayed and there's one who stayed. And we're going to talk about both of those this coming week, and the father's relationship and what the father did for both those boys, which is so cool. So looking forward to that. Hope you plan on joining us.
I got a question for you, Pastor John.
Lay it on me.
Did you ever run away as a kid?
I did not.
Did you ever think about it?
I probably thought about it at one point, but
what would your parents have done?
I didn't really think about it that much. Yeah. So not really. I had a good gig.
I had a good gig.
At home.
Yeah.
So
I never ran away. I think I was too busy watching my brother run away.
Listen, I was the youngest, like you said, and what you said about older, middle, and younger kid, that was funny. People really laughed at. So you're the middle kid, right?
I'm kind of a weird mix.
Yeah.
So there's a total of 4 boys.
You're right.
Three of us from my mom and dad, and then my stepbrother is younger than me.
Okay.
So I feel like the youngest in some instances, but I have a younger stepbrother who's been a part of my family.
Yeah.
You know, I consider him a real brother.
Right.
And he is my real brother. And so, So I'm a middle, but sometimes can feel like the youngest. So I got beat up like I was the youngest, I'll tell you that.
I am the youngest, so but still never thought about running away. My mom and dad had me a little bit later in life, obviously, than the other 3 of my siblings, and they would be quick to tell you, "Oh, John Allen got everything. Whatever John Allen wanted."
That's right.
Yeah, he got it. So
you're the one everybody booed on Sunday.
Exactly. Yeah, boo, younger kids. Easter. Let's talk about Easter.
I'm excited about Easter.
And let's talk about some of the elements of Easter. First of all,
I'm excited with it coming after the series, and I know that's been something on your heart as well that you may want to share. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
Yeah, so the theme of Easter, I think it naturally flows right out of this series on the prodigals. The theme of Easter this year is called Welcome Home. And I really like that. I really thought about that theme and what the heart of Easter should be. I was going to go another direction, and we were kind of set to go that way communications-wise. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, no, I think welcome home.
I like it.
Because I think we're going to welcome home a lot of people. I think there's going to be some people that have been online only. Maybe the first time back is going to be one of the Easter services. I think we're going to see a lot of new people coming on Easter. So part of what we want to talk about today is how we're making preparations to welcome people home. Because one of the things the Father did is he had a party, he had a feast, and they celebrated. Well, it takes a little effort to put on a feast. It takes a little, you got to be a party planner, right?
You do, and I would say anytime we share the gospel, anytime we give an invitation to let people come home, really lean on you to invite your friends, neighbors, coworkers, whoever it is, that may not know there's even a home to come home to.
Yeah.
They're spiritually homeless, so to speak. And so we want to encourage you and really ask you to pray about who you can bring Easter, knowing that you're gonna give that opportunity.
So this week we'll have available Easter invite cards. So you'll have an opportunity to pick up some invite cards. Hopefully digitally, you'll be able to do that just as well. Be able to just invite someone to join us. So that's the one thing is pray about someone you care about who needs to come home to God. Yeah. Secondly, we got multiple options, service times. We have 4 at Apopka, 3 at Lake County, and 3 online. The service times at Apopka are 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30. At Lake County, they're 8:30, 10, and 11:30. And online will be the 9:30, 11, and 12:30 p.m. live stream of the Apopka service. So just want to make sure you're clear about that. So we have multiple options. Here's what we need you to do. If you normally come at 9:30, and I'm speaking to both campuses, Lake County and Apopka, if you normally come at 9:30, I want you to consider going to that earliest service. So if you come at 9:30 at Apopka, come to 8 a.m. If you come to 9:30 at Lake County, go to 8:30 a.m. If you normally go to the later service, 11:15 at both campuses, I want you to consider that later option, 11:30 service at Lake County and the 12:30 service at Apopka. Why would we ask people to do that, Pastor Dustin?
We want to do that because there is optimal seating on Easter. Yeah. And it's that specifically that 9 and 10 o'clock hour, more people will come during that time. So one of the greatest things you can do with an evangelist heart is simply go to an earlier or later service.
Make room.
Just make room.
I'm going to make some room.
Simple as that. Yeah. And so it's a really great opportunity. We don't want to turn anybody away on Easter. And we will have overflow, but that's still limited. So our heart is to not turn anybody away, and to do that, we need to make some room.
Yeah. So that's something that's really important. If you could help us with that, that would be great. Join us for that for the earlier of the services if you normally come at 9:30, or for the later of the services at the campuses if you come to the 11:15 service normally. I think we'll see here at 9:30 at Apopka, and then 11 o'clock, they'll be full.
Yeah.
And the 10 o'clock service at Lake County, it'll be full.
It will be full.
So it just,
absolutely.
We want to do everything we can to accommodate as many people in the worship center. However, during all those times, at least at the Apopka campus, we will be having an additional seating area. Yeah. So we'll have additional seating available in our student center. And we'll talk a little bit more about that.
And these are great problems to have.
Yeah.
And they're great problems because you keep bringing people, and we love that. So keep inviting, and would you consider praying for a friend, and then consider going to a different service earlier or later.
One of the other things we need to do to prepare well is we need people to step up and serve.
Yep.
So we want to challenge some folks out there to step up and serve. Obviously, we're adding 2 additional services at Apopka, which means that's a couple of new opportunities for someone to serve on a connections team, to someone to serve in Next Gen, someone to serve in a parking lot, someone to serve in a cafe. So there's a lot of opportunities to serve, and I want to challenge somebody watching right now. Let us know that you want to serve. Go to the link right now and say, I want to serve on Easter. We encourage you to do that. We're adding an additional service at Lake County, but still, that's an additional opportunity for people to serve. Same areas, Next Gen, Children's Ministry, Connections Ministry as well.
So, read Tim Keller's book on Prodigal God.
Yeah.
And he talks about something related to serving in this series. I might mention it in a couple weeks, but I'll mention it here.
Yeah.
He said serving is a great gauge to determine where you're at between the older brother or the younger brother, because the younger brother won't serve because he's so self-centered.
Ooh.
And the older brother won't serve because he's so self-righteous. So Tim Keller says serving is
Boy,
always the
right
gauge.
there. For
Isn't that
remembering
good?
that, dude. That's
He
good.
said serving is always the gauge to make sure you're not one or the other.
Yeah.
And this is a great opportunity
Hey.
with Easter to jump in to serve so that you know your heart is on others.
Say that again in a couple weeks, because
Yep.
the only people watching this is Melinda and TJ.
Yep.
So, you know, it's
And our moms.
yeah, an
Yeah.
extended family.
Hey,
No,
Mom.
not even my mom, an
Not
extended
even your
family.
mom.
No, it's just my wife. I don't know about you. Yeah, so yeah, you'll hear that again. That'll be good. So serve. We need people to step up and serve. We have an opportunity for you to do that. So
Yeah.
please let us know that you're willing and able to do that. Samantha, Julie out at Lake County, Tammy, Cass here in Apopka. So just that would be great.
And it's fun. They get
absolutely.
connected.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's not stressful. I mean,
And
you'll love it.
on special days,
Yeah.
we'll give you a little insider stuff here. Again, because there's only 10 people watching. They have food.
We feed them. on Easter.
We feed volunteers. Don't listen. Keep that right here. Keep that here between
We
the
won't
10
tell
of us.
you where
Right,
until, you
right.
know.
Yeah, just volunteers, but
Yeah,
exactly.
we do feed. It's a
So-
long day for the staff and the
Yeah.
team, and so we make sure we have some good food to keep them going.
Yeah, so that's another great way to be prepared for the Welcome Home celebration. And I would like to ask, if you're a part of the giving partnership here at Journey, would you consider giving the most generous gift to Journey that you've ever done on an Easter Sunday? If you're not giving, let me encourage you to start. Maybe Easter Sunday would be the week you start giving. But if you are a giver, I want to encourage you to pray about making the most generous financial gift you can make. And why would we ask you to do that? Because I think after Easter, we're going to see a whole new wave of people. We're going to see more full services. And we want our ministries to be operating at full strength.
Exactly.
We want all of our ministries to be operating at full strength, fully funded as we head into the rest of spring, as we head into summer and prepare for the fall. Because I think Easter is going to set a new bar for us.
I agree.
And I don't know that we're going to drop a lot below that. That's what you're praying.
That's
I know.
exactly what I've been praying.
That's what you've been praying. That
Yep.
there won't be a drop. So if there is, there won't be much.
Yeah.
So I think
And we've seen it come already.
Yeah.
January, February,
Yeah.
March. There's been an increase.
Yeah.
But just like we know, Easter is one of those times that it goes to another level. And,
Right.
and like you said, we're praying that that becomes our new floor.
So
not
we
our
want to
ceiling.
be at full strength for
Yeah.
our mission,
Yep.
which is really making more and deeper disciples of Jesus that love God, love people, and serve the world. And
Amen.
so I want you to pray about that and consider doing that as
Good.
well.
That's good. Love it.
All right, what else? Anything else for Easter? And I know in coming weeks, we got some folks we want to introduce the Midweek Conversation.
We've got some
folks
new
too.
people coming to the team.
Got
We're
some
not
new
ready to
people
announce
that-
yet,
Yep.
but we got some new people coming to the team that we'll introduce to you soon.
Some people that
God's
God's
been doing
provided.
some great stuff.
Yeah, really.
And one of the things you and I have been saying is these are people that we never would. I mean, the caliber of people that God keeps bringing to the staff. You joked about. You said, man, if you were interviewing, you wouldn't be able to get a job here right now. And
I'm not kidding. That's true.
And we're just grateful.
I'm not qualified.
For the people God keeps bringing to the staff, and,
Yeah.
and we're excited for you to meet them in the near future. So it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be very good. So we encourage you to join us in the coming weeks, Midweek Conversation. Thank you for joining us this week. All things related to Easter. Come on, man. We buried the lead. We buried the lead, Pastor Dustin, before we go. So on Easter, you know, in years past, people ask this, are we going to do baptisms on Easter? Are we going to do baptisms on Easter? And I always kind of felt funny about that. Like, well, why wouldn't we? I mean, of all Sundays, Easter is about the death, the burial, and the resurrection. Christian baptism, death, burial, and resurrection. But we've always kind of been sensitive of time and moving people in and out. Let me tell you something. This Easter is going to be a baptism day.
Come on.
This Easter, we're going to invite people to come all the way home to not just believe, but to be baptized into Jesus.
It's going to be good.
So
I'm
we're excited
it.
about that.
Yeah.
We're going to invite people to go all in on Jesus by going all under in Christian baptism, and we're preparing for that. And maybe someone watching this right now you need to hear that. We're going to be ready for you. We're going to be ready for you to come. If you'd like to kind of get a little more information about what baptism looks like, go to this link. But go to this teaching, and it'll set you up. A couple I baptized this past week, Marvin and Belkis, they went online, they found that teaching, they said, man, that was so helpful. So it's just about a 15-minute overview of what baptism is. It'll prepare you for that. But yes, we will be doing baptisms on Easter, and we're preparing and planning to do a lot of them.
It's going to be good.
Both at Apopka and Lake County. So want to make sure we say that. Hey, thanks for joining us this week on Midweek Conversations. Please join us in worship, in person, online, this Sunday, 9:30, 11:15, as we continue our series in the prodigals and we talk about the running father. So looking forward to sharing that with you. And as always, we are loving the journey.